ESCO present here, my colleagues, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all, and please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. Firstly, I would like to, on behalf of the Ministry of Works and Energy, sincerely welcome you all to this ministerial briefing on the achievements recorded so far by my ministry from 2019 till date. This obviously affords us the opportunity to showcase and to tell the world what we have done so far, and I stand before you here to quickly run through some of these major achievements. But before I start that, I would like, of course, to inform you about the ministry's mandate, which is to facilitate infrastructural development and growth, as well as to provide a sustainable energy solution which will significantly address the needs of the populace. Before I actually run you through some of the slides that would showcase most of our achievements, I would like to, of course, first of all, share with you some of the benefits, the importance of the infrastructural development we have recorded so far. I'm sure we can all testify to the fact that some of these infrastructural developments have obviously stimulated and boosted economic activities in and around the state. It has, of course, also attracted investments, such as rice mills in Demsa, and of course, the Bua Cement, who, of course, intends to come and invest in a cement factory in Guyuk local government area. And with the infrastructural development, we can also tell that this has obviously created thousands of direct and indirect jobs by way of employing large number of labor. We can also tell that productivity has increased as way of travel time has reduced to work. This way we get to work early and we put in the hours required at our workplaces. In addition to that, it has also facilitated the movement of goods, farm produce from rural areas or from farms to rural areas and other parts of the state as well as the country at large. It has also assisted in increasing safety and security. We have also been able to reduce the gridlock and traffic jams experienced particularly in the state capital, as you can all witness to. Finally, of course, some of these infrastructural developments of course have assisted in adding value to landed property and assets. Now I'll quickly run you through some of the pictorial slides of some of our projects that have been completed, some that are still ongoing, and some of them that have been newly awarded. So one of the first lot of contracts that we did award upon inception in 2019 was the first lot, which of course we titled as construction of some of the township roads under lot 1 to 8. This includes the construction of Benue Street, includes the construction of Kaduna Street in Jamaica, Lusaka Street, Abeokuta Street, Philip McCain Street and Links, Lagos Street in Jamaica, Falu Street, Bachure Road, Nepa Road, Mambila and Jabutu Street in Jamaica, as well as construction of the all access roads leading to the government house in Dogiri. Moving further, we also in the Yola South region constructed Zumo Road and Links, the Mafia Road with a fallout drainage, of course, Mambila Street, Doctors' Quarters, the construction of Izala Malam Rafa Wayan Road in Numan, which of course was one of the first projects we did also embark on in 2020 precisely. We do also have the construction of the European quarters in the Hong local government area, the construction of Gulag Township roads in Madagali local government area, the construction of Jado Township roads, construction of Weekly Scope Road in the Yola North area, construction of Michika Township roads, rehabilitation of the washout section along Jada Mbulo Road, construction of Yimbango Yolde Pate Road with a 2-span bridge. I can only hope that you're following what I'm saying through the slides, because the literature is minimal, but the pictures speak for themselves. We have also the design and construction of the Mubi Bypass Road, totaling 6.8 kilometers in the Mubi North Local Government area, construction of the Mubi South Township Roads, construction of Demsa Township Roads, construction of Lamudi Township Roads, construction of Guyuk Township Roads, construction of roads in and around the Ribadu Square and Gashaka Street in Jamaica. This, of course, includes the installation of integrated solar-powered street lights, construction of the road abattoir, construction of the road network in the Pekaji Estate, which was, of course, long overdue. Dualization of Ahmadu Bello Way. Again, this included installation of integrated power street lights, construction of Bole Road in Yola South, totaling 3.6 kilometers, construction of the super highway in Adamawa State, which, of course, is one of the hallmarks of this administration, totaling 21 kilometers approximately, both in the Yola South and Yola North area, local government area. Construction of the long overdue road network in the Federal Housing Estate in Bajabure, Gire local government area, totaling 18.3 kilometers too, is under construction, and I'm happy to tell you we're at 45% completion. Construction of the 1,000 housing unit road network, comprising of 17 kilometers, is at 100% completion, so as the construction of township roads in Madagali, totaling about 2 kilometers, which of course is at 100% completion. It's also worthy to note that under the urban renewal and urban and rural program, we have gone also as far as expanding the current section of the Galadima Aminu Way, an underpass at the fire service roundabout, which was only recently awarded, and it consists of a 4.8 kilometer, 2.4 on each side, and we're only just at 10% completion. We have also just recently awarded the construction of Mararaba Gatakamala Road in Michika local government area, consisting of 7.5 kilometers, as well as the construction of Soku Road in Madagali, consisting of 14 kilometers in total. So, literally, if you have been following me carefully, I'll confidently tell you that we have been able to, construct roads in almost all the 21 local government areas, totaling 217 kilometers. And most of these roads are 100% completed. I have deliberately made a section for flyovers. And as you very well know, Adamawa State is the first state in the northeastern part of this country to have ever built the first flyover. And that we started with the first flyover that we built at the Total Flyover, which of course is at 100% completion. We have also built the first ever grade interchange, which consists of an underpass, a ground level zero, and of course a flyover. Again, the first ever both in the northeast and northwestern part of this country. In addition to that, we are also constructing the Mubi roundabout flyover, which of course is at 90% completion. And as I speak to you, you are fully aware that we are also constructing a 7-span bridge at the AA Lowell Junction and a half cloverleaf intersection at the Yola Newman end. And these two intersections, the 7-span flyover and the half cloverleaf intersection, are to connect with the 21.8 kilometer superhighway that is currently being constructed by this administration. Moving forward, I've also made a section for stormwater drainages, culverts, and bridges. As you all are aware and probably can testify, Adamawa State has always been bedeviled by perennial flooding during the rainy seasons, and this, of course, has resulted to a lot of devastation, particularly in losing some lives and property. So this administration has deemed it worthy to try and address the issues of this perennial flooding by way of constructing stormwater drainages of various sizes across the state capital and in some local government areas. And of course, this is an exercise that I would obviously continue until we fully address the issues of perennial flooding in Adamawa State. I'm happy to tell you that we have actually completed the shore protection for the embankment at the Chochi Bridge along the Yola Road. We have also constructed the stormwater drainages of various sizes at Saminaka Satellite Town along the FGGC in Yola. This was a major intervention by the state, and the Saminaka people are overwhelmed and overexcited and cannot express how thankful they are to this administration, because during the rainy seasons, these communities have lost a lot of lives and property, and commuting back and forth in that particular locality was impossible. So this was a major intervention by the state. Having said that, we also have constructed stormwater drainages in Uba Town, in Hong local government, totaling 700 meters. We have also been able to construct almost 1.2 kilometers stormwater drainages in Madagali local government area, as well as almost 1.5 kilometers of stormwater drainages in Gulak Town, same Madagali local government area. In addition to that, we have also been able to embark on the construction of some erosion control systems to manage the flood and erosions in 12 various markets in various local government areas of the state. We have Chigari, we have Ganye Cattle Market, we have the Ganye Grains Market, we have the Gombe Cattle Market, we have the Green Market, the Mubi Cattle Market, the Mubi Grains Market, Ngrore Market, Song Cattle Market, Tigno Market, and of course Tongo Grains Market, respectively. Having said that, we have also been able to embark on a state intervention on some federal projects, which of course this shows the governor's or this administration's compassion, concern, and care for its people. Otherwise, for states to intervene on federal projects, it's quite difficult these days, as we can all testify to. So this state has actually intervened on several federal government projects in terms of reconstruction of washed out bridges, both in Shua Bridge in Madagali, as well as Hembula. These bridges were recently just totally washed away by the heavy downpour experienced during the rainy seasons. And I'm happy to tell you that this administration has quickly, as a matter of urgency, intervened and have awarded the reconstruction of these bridges to enable commuters move back and forth and to bring back socio-economic activities back to that region. Now, I'll just give you a quick update with regards to what the state is planning in regards to the energy department. As you can tell, we are gradually transiting or migrating from the conventional, traditional energy to renewable energy, so to say, the solar integrated energy systems we have been installing in and across the state capital, and of course other local government areas. In addition to that, the President did sign into law the Electricity Act last year, June precisely, which now mandates and empowers states to generate, transmit, and distribute power. So in this vein, we are working closely with a consultant to ensure the 3 set deliverables that would enable us to be energy sufficient or energy independent are on course. What are these 3 set deliverables? First, we must have our state energy policy in place. Thereafter, we must have our own Electricity Act in place, and then of course supported by a state regulatory body. So this, we are working closely with consultants so that in the near future, Adamawa State will be off the national grid and will be able to be energy independent and generate, transmit, and distribute power effectively and efficiently. So on this note, I'd like to thank all of you for listening, and of course these are some of the remarkable, outstanding achievements recorded so far under the extraordinary dynamic leadership of our governor, the project master, the architect of modern Adamawa, Right Honorable Ahmadu Umaru Fentri. Thank you for listening, and God bless you all.
Please put your hands together for the Honorable Commissioner of Works. He has been right on time. Thank you, sir. Once again, we still have to inform that when a commissioner comes up for presentation, no pleasantries, no ministerial mandate, just cut to the chase and get to the bottom of the matter. And now, it is now my pleasure to invite the my Ministry of Information and Strategy, Honorable Ilya James. Please put your hands together for him.
Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Information and Strategy is welcoming you to the ministerial briefing. And these are the scorecards of His Excellency, Right Honorable Ahmadu Umaru Fintri Administration. As it is, I want to take you to some highlights of the content of this presentation. First and foremost, we are going to see the upgrade and the overhaul of media houses in the state. We are also going to look at the policy and institutional reforms in the media stations, and also look at the prospects of the ministry. The government of the day have discovered that the Mubi area office has been devastated and was battered by insurgents. So the government decided to renovate the area office. You can see the new building that was devastated and the new look of the present area Mubi office. The government have discovered that there are obsolete equipment in ATV and have decided to replace the obsolete equipment with the modern equipment for our people, for information dissemination and proper efficient service to the people of Adamawa State. You can see the items that was bought. You can see the newly installed audio mixer and other equipment that was fixed in ATV, Adamawa Television Authority, for efficient information dissemination and service delivery. We discovered that there are backlogs of the licensing fees that has not been paid. So in 2022, the government decided to pay the 6 years licensing fees for the 4 state-owned booster stations in Gombe, Ganyehong, and Mobi. And we equally equipped the ICT unit of ATV with modern broadcast equipment in order to ensure that we've delivered the service effectively for the proper consumption of the people of the state and outside the state. We discovered that the power supply has been the challenge of Nigeria, and Adamawa State is not an exception. The government of the day, in its magnanimity, decided to provide solar power to ATV in order to augment the electricity power supply we are facing in the state. And therefore, we have installed it, and this has caused a quantum of reduction in the cost of diesel consumption in ATV. And now we can discover that ATV is on air almost 24 hours. And because of the supply of the solar power, the government decided to buy transmission equipment in order to have the coverage of the news we have in the state. In the aspect of ABC, the present government cleared the backlog of ABC licensing fees out from 2014. It has now been cleared, so the challenges of licensing that resulted to some challenges faced by that media station is now being cleared. And more importantly, this year, the government has decided to look into the upgrade of ABC and the entire overhaul. So the government approved the total overhaul of ABC by spending over 2 billion naira in order to ensure efficient and service delivery of information in ABC. So we are to buy 4 number digital compliant studios, 2 number digital compliant 50 kW AM transmitters, 2 number digital compliant 10 kW FM transmitters. The FM transmitter has already landed at the seaport in Lagos. Hopefully, this week, the constructor informed us that before the end of this week, the FM transmitter will land, and next month, that of AM will land in the country. And by the early next year, we believe that of AM will be completed, as the installation of FM will take place immediately when the transmitters arrive this week. You can see we have to renovate the building of both FM and AM. So the renovation of FM station is almost 80% near completion. That of AM is still in process. The government decided that government printing press has been ignored, and some of the documents produced in the ministries sometimes is good for the government to proceed it at the government printing press. So the government of the day provide direct image machines and other new modern printing machines, equipment and accessories. And now I can boldly tell you that in government printing press in Adamawa State, we can produce with good capacity exercise books, gazettes, and receipts. We can produce file jackets, account books, letterhead papers, and upper form. So, the viewers, you are welcome to government printing press for the production of such materials. And it's no longer a news for us to know that Adamawa Printing Press, which is APL, is the only newspaper production in the north. The government is not relenting its effort. The government is working tirelessly, and that is why it has provided 2 number code 64 machines and the generator for the effective service delivery, most especially the production of newspapers, the weekly newspapers that we know in the state. You can see the sample of our newspapers. You can see the machines that have been supplied to the Adamawa Press Limited for our consumption. On the aspect of policy development, the Ministry of Information and Strategy has developed the Adamawa State Communication Strategy in collaboration with USAID, Nigeria, State Accountability, Transparency, and Effectiveness State to State. This is a guide to improve the state government communications with the citizens in the area of service delivery. And this has helped us to build the capacity of information officers and also help them to train them for effective service delivery. And we equally send them to workshops and seminars for them to equip and update their knowledge. We also discovered that there must be a standard operating procedure. So the government of the day, in collaboration with partners, have outlined some standard operating procedure. It has developed in collaboration with USAID state to state. The essence is to equip the information officers and other relevant staff with skills to bridge existing gap in the communication flow of MDS for effective service delivery. And this has also helped other public relation officers that are posted to various local government to also equip them with knowledge and training for them to go out and search for information, disseminate information readily available for our people in the state. The ministry, in collaboration with the Office of SSG and Information, Communication, Technology and Policy Matters Office, has developed the Adamawa State Digital Board Use Policy. This policy has been approved by His Excellency and it will be launched next year, especially 2025. And next year you will see billboards around that will display some projects that have been undertaken by this present administration, the adverts, and any other thing we need to know about the Adamawa State by the grace of God. The ministry has also embarked on website creation. We have provided website where you can surf into the website. You see any information you want for Adamawa State. info@adamawastate.gov.ng. We also provide a blog, which is adamawareports.com. You enter there, you see what is happening. We are updating people with relevant information about Adamawa State. And we also have a Facebook page account. Adamawa State Ministry of Information and Strategy, YOLA. You go there on the Facebook, things that are happening in the state and around, you will see it there. The ministry has successfully published Adamawa editions of Adamawa Review. It has been done periodically. And we produce, as you know, diaries, calendars, and the rest of you. And going forward, the people of the state and the entire country should know that we, as a government in the Adamawa state, we are ready to use digital boards for sensitization and mobilization of people in the state. Even if the government of Enugu State or Kano State should bring their advertisement, we are going to showcase this thing. We are going to digitalize information in 2025 by the grace of God. And the ministerial briefing will still continue to showcase the activities, the projects, the achievements of the present administration. And all the state-owned media outfits will be provided with solar power for effective service delivery. The digitalization of ATV to compete with other modern trends will soon come forth in few months to come. Thank you all for listening.
Please put your hands together for the Honorable Commissioner. I think he has laid it all. Let us now move on to invite the Honorable Commissioner of Livestock and Aquaculture, Honorable Tijani Maksha. Please put your hands together as he approaches the podium.
Members of the press, honorable colleagues, audience, good morning. I am here to present to you the score mark of the Ministry for Livestock, its performance from the 2019 to 2024. As you know, the Ministry of Livestock and Aquaculture Development has the responsibility and mandate to promote, facilitate, and support sustainable livestock production in Adamawa State. The following are the achievements recorded under this administration with the period under review. In the Fishery Department, we have the state of our annual fishery festivals with the collaboration of our traditional rulers. Now fishing festivals is ongoing within the state annually as how it was before. We have purchased and sold plastic tanks of 200 liters water capacity, which we have sold to our fisher farmers at a subsidized rate, aimed at initiating and increasing fish production in the state. You can see the pictures available. We have purchased of 35 heavy Yamaha speedboat engine. the grounded board and repair of the faulty one, aimed at improving an efficiency in our water body. Our lands in some of our areas across the state have been encroached, so we have mounted fully inscribed signposts, more especially at Michika Fishland premises, to prevent trespass from encroaching the land. Department of Range and Pasture. The state government, in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Development, have rural development and LPS, have these infrastructure facilities were provided in some of our grazing reserves. Solar-powered pasture irrigation facility and boreholes have been drilled in Jibro Grazing Reserve, in Jakbilamba in Gire local government, and 5 hectares of land, 5 hectares and 10 hectares of land in Shelling, and to provide potable water for animals and community living around the project site.
Please, we are being watched all over the world. Let us conduct ourselves with decorum, please.
You can see the pictures of our drill boreholes. The National Livestock Transformation Plan. The state government have established the State Livestock Transformation Office, have constituted a committee which have been inaugurated to take care of our activities under the program of National Livestock Transformation Program. Veterinary and epidemiology. Across the state, mass animal vaccination campaign is taking place every year. For some years, it was the tradition, but after some time, it has been cut off. With the coming of this administration from 2019, that exercise has been reassigned, that every year, mass vaccination campaign is taking place across the 21 local governments. This is supported by LPRES, ICRC, and Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. On this, a total of 450,560 various animals were vaccinated against various diseases. You can see the pictures. You can see the exercise being conducted. And Grant, you can see the chart on how the exercise has been conducted. And upon receiving information of hemorrhagic septicemia (HS) in Taraba State, the ministry, with the help of the state government, successfully reached communication advocacy in media houses, carry out active borderline surveillance and preventive vaccination against HS across the 9 local governments. That is Lamurde, Numan, Demsa, Mayobalwa, Jada, Ganye, Tongo, Fufore, and Maiha. This local government bordered with Cameroon, and this disease came through border. You can go to our website for disease surveillance and reporting, which was created in the Ministry for Livestock by the support of the state government. Department of Veterinary Clinics and Pest Control Services. The progress that we recorded include building, renovations, and equipping of Gombe Animal Health Center by multi-crisis recovery project and building of Chigari Veterinary Health Clinic Center in Fufore local government. We have a World Bank project that have been initiated to transform the livestock subsector entirely in Nigeria. Being Adamawa State Government is passionate in livestock transformation, Adamawa State Government have keyed in that project. That is the livestock productivity and resilience support program. We have acquired and met all the guidelines that have been stipulated for us to be members of this program. The livestock, that is the World Bank project. In this regard, I will go by the pictures and the performance so far recorded with the L-Press sector. Provision and distribution of animal feed. You can see renovation of some of our veterinary clinics across the state. Next. You can see a gigantic hospital that we have acquired from the L-Press program. It has been only allocated 5 in the federation, but Adamawa State were able to acquire 1. You can see the purchase of surveillance machines that will be distributed for our DVOs to carry out their legitimate function across the state. We have erected some harvesting water points in some key areas in the state where we know Fulani and their heads have been domiciled. So we have erected a water harvest program in that area. Next. Adamawa State Government has introduced the ADAS program to achieve the following objective along the agricultural value chain, in which Ministry of Livestock have keyed in. The objective along the agricultural value promote commercialization, broad investment opportunities, encourage public partnership, livestock markets. Adamawa State Government, in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, renovated cattle markets in various local governments, mainly a source of revenue collection. Most prominent among the cattle markets are Mubi, Song, Ngurore, Laburde, though I have heard my junior brother, Commissioner of Works, have mentioned so, but it lies solely on the Ministry for Livestock. It is their project. This market were provided with some basic infrastructures for marketing, administration, security, and transportation. Some of the infrastructure facilities provided in Mubi, Ganye, Ngurore, Song, Shigari market include industrial boreholes, electrification of the market with administrative offices, perimeter fencing, drainage across the market, and police outposts. Some of the cattle markets in Tongo, Jada, Lafia Laburde, Hong, Michika, Madagali, among others, need to be upgraded to international standard. Estimated over 240,000 head of cattle worth 120 billion naira are purchased and transported to other states from this market annually. Below are some of the pictorial presentation of facilities provided in the international markets.
Honorable Commissioner, we have to move on.
With this few presentations, members of the press, if I'm given time, I will spend even an hour elaborating the achievement of Ministry for Livestock. But here at this juncture, I stop for others to come and mount their own. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Please give the Commissioner, Honorable Tijani Maksha, a very big round of applause. It is now my privilege to invite the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Entrepreneurship Development, Honorable Hamajumba Gatugel. Please put your hands together for him as he approaches the dais.
The head of service, members of the press, I greet you all and welcome you all to the ministerial briefing of the Ministry of Entrepreneurship Development, Adamawa State. The Ministry of Entrepreneurship Development was created by the present administration, Right Honorable Amadou Umaru Fintri, on 28 November 2019. With the vision of facilitating development and entrepreneurship initiative and empowering citizens of the state. Key achievement of the ministry: training and empowerment. It is the responsibility of the ministry to train and empower. That is why we train and empower 50 youths on digital and social media content creation and management. The output, the skill acquired include e-marketing, advertisement, and branding techniques delivered by the artificial intelligence service provider. The outcome, the trained youth have sufficient technical know-how and are competing favorably with their counterpart entrepreneurship globally. We also train 105 youth and women on home technological skill. Skill occur include cosmetology production, leather graphing, and petroleum jelly production. The outcome of it, the beneficiaries have established their business and have become employees of labor. We also train 20 youth on entrepreneurship mindset. Starter packs were given to the trainee, which include sewing machines, grinding machine, generating set, saloon equipment, carpentry tools, melding machine, etc. All the trainees have established their business and are contributing positively to the development of the state economy. Paweka has successfully, when we talk of Paweka, it's a job creating agency or wealth distributor. Therefore, Paweka empowered more than 50,000 individuals with 50,000 each across the 21 LGS, supporting their journey toward the establishment of new business. The sum of 2.5 billion was disbursed. We also trained over 1,000 youth in diverse skills set across the 21 LGS within the 10 technical training centers in the 3 zones of the state. The training has enabled them to establish their business and contribute actively to the development of state economy. Building on this impact, Paweka is now preparing to expand the outreach and empower an additional 65,000 individuals in the state, further strengthening local communities and fostering sustainability development. The total amount set aside for the payment of the expansion stand at 3.25 billion. You can see the picture of His Excellency Right Honorable Ahmad Omar Fintri presenting a check to the beneficiaries during the official launching of the Fintri business wallet. See the pictures. Also, you can see the pictures. You can see the pictures strengthening the local government and promoting the sustainable development. The pictures is different. Pictures of the beneficiaries. The pictures. No, something is wrong. The picture of the beneficiaries, mostly women, are available disbursing of 50,000 each grant. You can see the women in pictures, the one that I have here with me. You can see their face, they are very happy, waiting for the disbursement of the 50,000 grant. Over 1,000 youths trained with practical skill across the diverse sectors. You can see the pictures of the tailoring, practical session of the renewable energy, practical session of engineering, and most of them, they are independent, doing their work at various places. Display products of welding and fabrication training. These are the pictures. Training undergoing practical and electrical installation trade. You see them? Everybody is trying on his own. Products made by carpentry and joinery training. You can see the pictures. Roofing work by carpentry and joinery training. You can see the pictures of our youth. They are on their own. Practical session of the training under concrete building. You can see the pictures. Training and empowerment. Group picture of 50 youth empowered by the Adamawa state to undergo training and digital social media management. As I'm talking to you now, most of them are promoting the image of this government on social medias. Continue training and empowerment during the class session. Training of 105 youth, women and home technology skill. You can see picture, some products made by the trainee being inspected by the Honorable Commissioner Commerce and the Honorable Commissioner of Entrepreneurship. Training session of shoemaking in home technological skill program in Yola. You can see the pictures, very crowded place. Some of the products produced by the trainee on some of the technology skill program. Production of jelly produced by the trainee. You can see it by the left, and liquid wash by the right. 35 entrepreneurship from 5 selected insurgency-affected local governments of Gombe, Hong, Mubi North, Mubi South, Maiha were empowered with sewing machines, generators, clippers, hand dryers, carpentry tools, welding machine, fabrication machine, etc. Cooperative society empowerment. Over 2,030 new cooperative societies were formed and registered between 2019 to 2024. Well over 500 were empowered across the 226 wards of the state and are currently engaged in productivity activities. 23 artisan cooperative society and poultry farmers were empowered across the 21 local government of the state. Items such as were empowered, such as sewing machines, generator, clipper, hand dryer, carpentry tools, welding machine, fabrication machines, chicks and feeds were distributed to boost the productivity capabilities. 492 agricultural cooperative societies members across the 21 local government of the state were supported. This was aimed at increasing productivities of the cooperative group.
Please let us lessen the noise. We are on a global television broadcast right now. Let us maintain decorum, please. Please, if you have to speak, you can step out.
Empowered of 23 artisan cooperative society and poultry farmers. You can see the pictures, items distributed, a water pump, seed, poultry feed, etc. Empowerment of 492 agricultural cooperative society members. Products distributed were water pump, sprayer, herbicide, and pesticide. You can see the pictures. Empowerment of inmates in the 3 correctional service centers of the state. You know His Excellency Right Honorable Ahmadu Marifintiri, he wants to touch every sector. It is because of that skilled trained facilities were provided to inmates in 3 correctional service centers, Yola, Numan, and Mubi. Items provided are electric, sewing machine, zigzag machine, electric iron, measuring tape, etc. The objective was to upgrade the skill acquisition training center of the 3 correctional service centers so that the inmates will be self-reliant and useful to other communities after serving their jail time. His Excellency Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri, the Executive Governor of Adamawa State, represented by the Head of Service, Dr. Edgar Amos, presenting item to the Commandant of the Correctional Service Center, Adamawa State. You can see the pictures. Pictures of items distributed to the 3 correctional center items. Items were electric, sewing machine, zigzag machine.
Sorry,
you can see the pictures.
Sorry, sir. This is the Chief of Staff now, not the Head of Service. We should take note, please. And you just have 2 minutes to round up, please, sir.
2024 World Youth Day. Some of the products displayed by the selected entrepreneurship during the World Youth Day on 15 July 2024. You can see the tailor waste products, rechargeable fan, and condemned oil. Adamawa State received an award of Best Cooperative Performance State in Northeast Sub-Region. Photos of the Director Cooperative receiving an award presented to the Adamawa State as the best performing state in cooperative activities in the North and Sub-Region. You can see the pictures. Conclusion. The Ministry has continued enjoying tremendous support from His Excellency Right Honorable Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri, especially in the area of empowerment through PAWECA, supported skill development for youth in the various technical skill training centers. This has great impact on social capital building and improvement in human capital development index. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner, Honorable Hamanjukba Gatugal. Please, you can step down as we now invite the Chairman State Pensions Board, Alhaji Ibrahim Vandi Abba. Once again, no pleasantries, just cut to the chase and get to the meat of the matter. Just brief salutations and get to the meat of the matter. No mandate, just the achievements.
Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm here to present the scorecard of my board, the State Pension Board, in this present government. As the name implies, press briefing, I will be very brief. Here, I would like to start with the achievements the government has put in my ministry, in my board. Achievements. From 2019 to date, the following were achieved. Monthly allocation of 50 million from June 2019 to October 2023, amounting to 2,650 million. Upward review of monthly allocation of 100 million from November 2023 to date, amounting to 1,200 million. Severance gratuity of political office holders, amounting to 654,389,124 naira 39 kobo. Also, there are various interventions given to us. These are intervention for payment of benefits 2020. This was 1,500 million. Another intervention again in 2022. It was 1,300 million. Also, this year, there was another intervention again, which amounted to 3,374,012,454 naira 83 kobo. Payment of monthly pension from June 2019 to date. This is 30,674,703,782 naira 51 kobo. Grand total of what we have just read is 41,355,105,361 naira 73 kobo. You can see we have achieved much. Let me summarize it in this way. From June 2019 to date, the following payments were made to the beneficiaries. These are the beneficiaries. Payment of life retirement benefits, June 2019 to date. We have 6,858,405,523 naira 94 kobo. Also, payment of disease benefits from June 2019 to date. We have 1,902,168,130 naira 65 kobo. payment of gratuity to High Court judges and permanent secretaries. It was 974 million 12,454 naira 83 kobo. Another one was payment of severance gratuity, June 2019 to date, was 655,593,104 naira 28 kobo. Payment of monthly pension from June 2019 to date is 30 billion 676 million 703,782 naira 51 kobo. This brings the grand total of 41 billion 66 million 883,887 naira 21 kobo. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies.
Please put your hands together for Ibrahim Vande Abba, the Chairman, State Pensions Board. It is now my pleasure to invite the Special Advisor to the Governor on Security, Brigadier General Monmoni, retired, to come and present his own report. Please put your hands together for him.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Honorable, it's not part of my time. Okay. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, now though you find the indices of security in the Northeast still being unfavorable, Adamawa State has witnessed relative peace and stability. The security situation in Adamawa State has improved tremendously over the years. This is notwithstanding prevailing issues that constitute threats, such as activities of Boko Haram, farmer-herder conflicts, kidnappings, and activities of Sheila Boys criminal gangs. Indeed, cases of armed robbery kidnappings have been on the downtrend for quite some time now. The current security situation in Adamawa State, the relative peace enjoyed, is not magic or rocket science, but a consequence of proactive approach to security right from the highest political office to the last indigent on the street, galvanizing all stakeholders and other vital aspects of security to achieve coordination, synergy, interoperability, and harmony between all security elements and stakeholders for a single goal, a peaceful state. This eventually led to a redesigned security architecture which is attributable to peace in Adamawa State. Some of the pillars are consultations and coordination of security, strategic investment in security, all-round support to security forces, strengthening community relations, peace-building engagements, socio-economic programs, among others. First and foremost, there is a strategic coordination of security operations in Adamawa State. security issues are always treated with all the seriousness they deserve. The governor always has broad, multilateral, and multidimensional regular consultations with all stakeholders. Some of these are, of course, the State Security Council. The State Security Council deliberates on all security issues and plans on internal security operations in the state with the full participation and support of the governor. There is also an extended high-level forum made up of the executive governor, deputy governor, the secretary to the state government, chief of staff, and all first-class emirs and chiefs, local government chairmen, heads of security agencies, commissioners, and relevant government officials. This is an inclusive decision-making approach for getting inputs from wide and far. Just yesterday, as part of his wide consultations, the governor held a special parley at the Dangote Sugar Refinery, Savannah, Numan, to resolve the lingering issues between the communities and Dangote Sugar Refinery. Another is a forum made up of all the heads of security agencies in the state, all the services, and other paramilitary organizations holds regularly. Though the governor is not part of this forum, it is fully supported by the governor, which critically examines security challenges and recommend appropriate measures to tackle them. From the onset, the Fintri administration adopted transformative contributions to security through the overhaul of the state security framework. Recognizing the need for localized approaches, the administration hosted several security summits to integrate all the formal and non-formal security sectors. This culminated in the formation of the revitalized Internal Security Task Force, Operation Farauta, which harmonized the efforts of formal security agencies with local hunters and vigilante groups. With these, Adamawa State achieved significant reductions in criminal activities through well-coordinated internal security operations. Strategic investment in security forces through wide range of operational support is another method adopted to enhance Adamawa State capacity to address security challenges at rural and urban levels. These include, of course, Operation Farauta, which benefited from so many vehicles and motorcycles to enable it to respond rapidly across challenging terrains. Though a national operation, Operation Lafia Dole also enjoyed the benefit of so many Land Cruiser trucks to bolster efforts against insurgency in collaboration with the military. Support for vigilantes. The vigilante services and the hunters also benefited with innocent vehicles for vigilante groups across all the 21 local governments, ensuring local communities are adequately defended. The government also provides monthly stipends to vigilantes and hunters who risk their lives on the front line, receiving regular stipends, providing financial stability and morale boosting for those unsung heroes. There is also operational collaboration. These groups made a joint formal and non-formal security forces play a critical role in countering insurgency, armed robbery, and other vices, enhancing the overall effectiveness of security in Adamawa State. Funding, equipping, and deployment of specially composed joint forces are strategic flashpoints within the state. Currently, there are forces deployed occupying the space between Yolde Pate up to Jada and Mayo Belwa for anti-kidnapping, anti-robbery, and other armed crimes. All these are funded by the state government or by the governor. The government also provides prompt capacity building support to all security personnel operating in the state. The government supports training programs of formal security forces to enhance the tactical skills of their officers and men, ensuring readiness to address evolving threats. The government also organizes joint training sessions for security agencies, hunters and vigilante groups to foster collaboration and align their operational standards. Also, special training of hunters and vigilantes to achieve seamless interoperability with regular security forces. Another area is special interventions in all the correctional and custodial centers in the state, funding of additional military forces to support security, erection of watchtowers, and installation of closed-cycle TV cameras in all the correctional centers in the state. The state government also funds special operations to combat urban crimes. There was Operation Mini Sambisa that dealt decisively with the notorious Sheila boys that terrorized residents. Currently, concrete measures are in place to check the menace of scavengers, popularly known as Baba Bola, who continue to cause havoc in the state. The government has been consistent, proactive, and inclusive in response to managing communal clashes. A standing committee on herders and farmer conflict has been established since October 2021. Currently, steps to establish the Peace Commission are in their final stages. Swift interventions in Tingo and Tito clashes in Lamure local government, and the recent one in Dumne, some local government, have restored normalcy and facilitating immediate peace-building efforts between all the warring factions or communities. The state government also focuses on strengthening community relations. The government has fostered trust and collaboration between and within communities in the state, and also between security agencies and host communities. Regular town hall meetings are organized to address residents' concerns about safety. Community policing initiatives are promoted that empower citizens to contribute meaningfully to maintaining law and order. There is enhanced intelligence gathering through communities to support security operations and decision-making. The government also encourages interactions between security agencies and host communities. The socio-economic programs of the state government have also contributed immensely to enhancing the general security situation in the state. Socio-economic initiatives and organizations or agencies like SFTAS, RAMP, BESDA, NG Cares, PAWECA, and all the rest have empowered youth and provided jobs to so many others, thereby reducing propensity for crimes and ultimately enhancing security. The improved security in the state has boosted investor confidence, paving the way for economic growth and infrastructure development. This has enhanced agricultural productivity as farmers can now access previous unsafe farmlands. It has also strengthened social cohesion by addressing root causes of insecurity, including unemployment and communal tensions. Even though there is a considerable decrease in the activities of insurgents in the states, efforts in tackling insurgency and rebuilding resilience are still being undertaken. There is strengthened collaborations with the Nigerian military, the police, civil defense, and other security forces, ensuring synchronized operations against Boko Haram and other extremist groups. Community-based surveillance systems have been expanded, enabling early detection and effective neutralization of threats. Government continues to support displaced persons with rehabilitation programs, particularly in the areas ravaged by insurgent attacks. Stretching out, the government repatriated Nigerian refugees from Cameroon and helped their integration into Adamawa communities with dignity. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next stage
I'm afraid
is for the government to enhance surveillance.
You don't interrupt a general, but we don't have time, sir. This is just the time for questioning, because we are before a global audience. Please, we may have to give the general a round of applause as we now take the question and answer session. Accept my apologies, the general. Yes, sir, you may wish to step down, sir.
Okay.
It is now time for questions and answers Actually, this is a press briefing, so we must give the opportunity to them to ask questions, clarifications. You give your name and then where you're writing from. Clement Ekong, please. Can somebody get the mic to Clement Ekong? Quickly, please. Oh, can you come over here before we start getting the mic?
Good day all. My name is Clement Ekong. I write for New Telegraph newspaper. My question goes to the Minister of Entrepreneurship. Sir, addressing the Paweka performance in Adamawa State, can we say it has achieved its objectives and goals? If that done so, please tell us the number of beneficiaries so far. Thank you.
Quickly, all right.
Gentlemen of the press, I will call my DG Paweka to come and explain more because it is his agency. Thank you.
Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, my commissioner had already displayed all the numbers when the slide was being shown. What I want to say is that Paweka has done a lot in the last 5 years of this administration, and we are planning to do more. We had trained more than 50,000 people in the training centers. Our plan is to achieve 100,000, as he has said. We've shared 50,000 to more than 50,000 people in the last 1 year plus. Presently, we have started the processes of sharing 50,000 to micro and small businesses across the wards and across the unit, because His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Adamawa State, had asked that every person, every unit must be represented. That is why if you go to any local government now, you see a lot of people that don't expect that they will get such forms are being captured. So we have achieved a lot. His Excellency have achieved a lot in training citizens and young people of Adamawa State. And we are planning, we have an MOU with the local government chairman to train at least 1,000 youths in our training center every year and give them starter pack so that they can be they can be on their own. So thank you.
Thank you. The next question, please. The next question. Dajisani.
My name is Dajisani. I report for This Day newspaper. This question goes to the Commissioner of Ministry of Works. Sir, given the numerous projects executed by your ministry so far,
Commissioner of Works, please.
How has it impacted on the life of the common man at the grassroots?
Thank you. The correspondent from This Day, I believe. Well, these numerous infrastructures, as we all know, cut across various sectors of the economy. And so to say, in my own particular sector, has to do with construction of roads, bridges, culverts, drainages, and so on. So now the question is, how does this affect the poor man in the rural areas? Well, as we all know, particularly from this part of the country, most of the poor men in various local governments are farmers. So to a larger extent, good roads, bridges impact on their productivity by way of facilitating the transportation of the goods from their produce, of course, from their farms to the markets. It does also, to some extent, allows them to live peacefully and safely, because with these good roads, bandits are unable to operate freely because of the frequent patrol of security agencies back and forth. In addition to that, of course, good roads reduce travel time, saves costs, which of course again indirectly increases productivity. So these are some of the benefits, of course, to the poor man living in rural areas as a result of the impact of some of these good road networks we build. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please, yesterday there was a question on the debt profile of the state government beginning from 2019. We now have to give an opportunity to the Honorable Commissioner to do that clarification quickly before we take on the Ministry of Environment, please. Please, Honorable Commissioner. You're welcome. Just a brief, so that we can take the next presentation.
Distinguished gentlemen of the press, viewers, good morning. I was asked this question yesterday, and I promised to bring the reply. And the reply is this. When you talk of the debt profile of the state, it has two components, the foreign and the domestic. As at 2019, the domestic leg was 57 billion 506 701 662 8 kobo, while the foreign component was 33 333 095 395 50 kobo. Put together 85 billion 848 088 801. Know that, because the pressman asked that, I think some years ago he was given conflicting figures. Those figures cannot be said to be conflicting, because the foreign leg in every debt is a function of the exchange rate. Me and you know that the exchange rate has not been static, and as such, the foreign leg cannot be static. You can be given the low position today, then after 2 months, it becomes something different because of the change in the exchange rate. If there's an increase, if the naira depreciates, you will require volumes of naira to be able to pay off your foreign debts. So that is why you will find the foreign debt keeps growing, because our naira is depreciating. And I will want the press to know that this administration did not take plenty loans. It only took 2, what are they? The bond, which I earlier told you yesterday, that is being serviced from our internally generated revenue. 2, the 30 billion naira infrastructural loan, still being serviced by our revenue. So these are the 2. No more, no less. As at today, let me take you back to 30th September 2024. Our domestic loan dropped to 50 billion as against 57 as at the onset, which means we've been servicing it. As at same 30th September 2024, the foreign leg grew to about 149 billion, 456, 439, 486, 59 kobo. So as at 30th, because of the fluctuation of the naira, the depreciation of our naira, the foreign leg has taken up the loan position of Adamawa State to about 200 billion, 056, 066, 269, 10 kobo. It is because of the naira fluctuation. The domestic leg, we've been servicing it. We've been servicing both, and the domestic leg has been going down because it is naira versus naira. But where you don't control the exchange rate, your foreign debt keeps rising. So that is why we are in this position today, because of the depreciation in the value of our naira. Thank you, and God bless.
Quickly now, we invite the Commissioner for Environment, Honorable Mohammed Sadiq, to come and make his presentations. Please put your hands together for the Honorable Commissioner as he makes his way.
Good morning. We are from Ministry of Environment, and part of our role is protection, conservation, management of environment. This aligns with our mission to see that our people of Adamawa State consume clean water, breathe fresh air, sustain and manage our abundant natural resources for our future use.
Please.
To ensure that the state deploy in harmony with the environment for the overall benefits of its citizens, here are our achievements starting from 2019. This administration purchases number of waste evacuation equipment and trucks for solid waste evacuation and disposal within the state capital in 2019. The vehicle was effectively in reducing the refuse heap in the state capital. The ministry, in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Environment, in 2019 embarked on stream planting of trees across the whole state. This is with the view to providing shade and fresh air, mitigate the climate change, to serve as a windbreaker as well. This project becomes necessary considering the high temperature usually experienced in Adamawa State between the March and June, which resulted to high casualties due to stress. Feasibility study on ecological degraded areas in the state was conducted by this present administration. The report was submitted to ACRISAL as prerequisite for enlisting Adamawa State in the project. It was submitted to Ecological Fund Office in Abuja for intervention, in which some areas has already been receiving attention. So this is...
Welcome back from the live telecast. We'll now continue with our regular programs. Stay tuned. Welcome back from the live telecast. We'll now continue with our regular programs.
Hello and welcome. This is TVC News at 12. Let's start in the nation's capital, where a bill seeking to create the